was Peterbot from on top, and already he's moving in for the straight elimination. Down goes Savage as Peterbot is instantly getting busy here in game one.
Run when Peterbot is chasing you down like this. He still has a couple of shots. One more left inside of this Mammoth, and then it'll be up close and personal. Thunder Shotgun pulled at the ready. Savage clip, but he doesn't have enough HP to tango, and that's going to be a knock. Another elimination. Flakes in his sights. Poor Nate Hill doesn't even get a chance.
Rest of the game play out. Oh!
Every player for themselves. Cold though, he just lost courage, but it doesn't matter because Koyota is down for the count.
It's a different level of flexibility when you're playing as a solo. No, you not have to be careful anymore as Ozzy gets caught out as well.
Blocked off Queasy's attempt to actually catapult himself back up to high ground. Clicks, Lacey, they're just too tangled up. It's only going to be Clicks that manages to finagle his way out of here, but he's going to shockwave up. He sees Podeside, but he's a target. But Podeside's been sent packing. It's only Nico.
And Zemi, they have the Chug Cannon, infinite heals as long as they have the time. Queasy drops down from above, but it's only a short stint. He doesn't want to go ahead and stay there for too long as Nikov goes down. 2v1 situation. If anybody can do it, it has to be Queasy.
But Queasy's just outnumbered. Cooper and Zemi are gonna strike first.
Gamer that got those early eliminations on Ozzy, and they already moved into that POI. Ooh!
Alex getting mixed up here with Nate Hill, but Nate Hill, that's gonna be a fast elimination. Maybe there's a survivor trying to scramble into their area. Peterbot and Aussie, though, they left Slurpy Swamp wide open, and other teams have tried to move in, but Mongrel doesn't stand a chance. Peterbot letting him know what's good. So I'm taking this fight with Allier and Mongrel. Allier a little bit too split from his duo. He doesn't stand a chance. Koyota, just a menace to be reckoned with. That'll be his first elimination, and I'm sure that he's bound to continue looking up into the sky for more.
So some of those things you don't see coming with the crash pads and the shockwaves. You think you're safe, but no team is nearby. And a blink of an eye, Allier gets jumped on, put back on respawn, and that's the same pain Mongrel's been feeling. So for this game number 2, Allier and Mongrel have been having such a tough time.
Mongrel.
On you? Yeah, yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go kill Allier.
Yeah, yep, nice.
Left
Yeah,
arm.
Yep, I'm just getting the slope trap and then I'll help you, okay? Nice, bro.
Right, farm out here. Follow my
Spraying to the backside of the zone. That's Faxity that's feeling a little bit of pressure as they get shockwave up and off. Clicks Lacey do not have high ground anymore. In fact, they're going up against Nikov for it. First down going to be cleaned up. Clicks is firing on all cylinders.
And Clicks better because that shockwave sent Lacey the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter. Seti finds Kanata. Now it's all up to Clicks. Clicks trying to make sure he just doesn't get chopped out. Seti, he's got a way to make his way towards the high ground. Clicks can't afford a drop. He has to use all of his builds. He still has a couple of slurp juices remaining. He's gonna look for Seti. He wants the finishing shot. He doesn't need the heal up, but he might just look to play it safe anyway.
Cypher mats are so important. That changes the game completely from the situation we're in. Double slurp juice pop. He sends Seti flying outside of the zone, but back he goes, and back he does it. Clicks and Lacey win game number 2.
It's gonna take a little bit of a pop-off now to play catch-up, but Alex stopped.
Who just got their first elimination.
And onto Bugha nonetheless. Peterbot.
Just need to figure out how you're going to get the loot. And if Flakes and Gone are going to push up on you, but no, it's actually Clicks the one looking to get aggressive. If he can win this 2v1 fight, that's the loot that they need. And there's a big shot on the Gone. He goes back to back. Flakes is feeling the pain as well. Clicks is not slowing down as he does get the knock. Gone is gone. Below, one of the few duos left in this game, Ronaldo and Kanata. They are the ones on the hunt. They are the ones causing complete chaos down below, especially for any team that crosses path, and the Gentle Mates have just been separated. Nikov is down as Ronaldo picks up his 3rd elimination.
But Ronaldo, he's running slim as far as the builds are going, and Seti, he might have to drop. Seti might have to get involved, getting a couple of tags. Kanata's shield's so incredibly low, but Seti, he's all by himself. He's just trying to stay out of the line of sight, and he can't go much further. He's gonna have to block his view.
From a top 2 to a top 3, at least he's staying consistent. As Nick dropping down from above, no builds. Queasy taking a huge amount of damage, 10 HP each. They're scrambling to try to make a play, and Nick Elboni is amazing with that elimination, but it's Ronaldo, it's Kanata, the Thieves of the Night, they steal away the game!
As Aussie continues to try and chase out Mongrel, Peterbot is still watching, lying in wait for Allier to expose himself.
I'm just saying, this is the Ozzy I really wanted to see. It feels like he's feeling himself right now. For Shockwave, breaks into the box, and he almost, oh, he does! Ozzy takes down Mongraal!
It's here between Courage, Cole, Thomas, Somerset, but Veno, he's exactly where he wants to be, tangoing with Seti. Gets that initial elimination, but with Thomas and Somerset also so close by, Veno and Reddish too, you can never count out being third party. So as aggressive as Shota and Koyote want to be, they're gonna immediately jump into Lachlan's box one more time, much longer. They're all just trying to immediately rotate around it, but Thomas, the highlight reel is back with this Mammoth Pistol. That's been the real deciding factor for so many of these teams. Courage also scrambling right next to them. Cole taking out Reason though. Very big troubles, very huge scenes though, as Courage finds his own elimination onto Jacob. Himself outside of it, still has a Shockwave. He takes out Gone. That's gonna be the massive refresh. All of these builds, Shockwaving up. One more tick could do it, but Peterbot barely managing to stay alive. He's on the high ground, and Aussie still right behind him. Aussie's gonna play Disruptor on low.
You don't know who he is until you realize that is Fragger Ozzy on the low ground, causing chaos. Peterbot's chopping down Cooper, sending him all the way down low to that low ground. And now that's his chance to put down pressure. Only 3 teams remain, and only one of them is a strong duo because Courage has just gone down. Cooper has no choice but to try to make a play. Everybody left alive is going to be solos. Cooper versus Cold in the backside of the zone as he takes down Courage.
But Cold, he's right there in the mind of Peterbot. Cooper trying to do what he can. Peterbot doesn't have a whole lot of HP to work with. He'll at least have the opportunity, though, from the high ground to play off these small shield potions. Cooper goes up, but Cooper gets knocked down! Peterbot with the clutch!
Nate Hill's in the distance as well. And these are the type of strategy I expected to see. Game 5, Veno is able to land a good shot, but he is going to go down.
Nice. Oh my!
What happened?
Oh my god! I got the luckiest thing ever! Of every exotic weapon!
Okay, nice.
Oh my god!
But a little look back sees on what was taking place with Ronaldo and Cypher PK completely cornered by Kanata and Ron.
Well, guess what? It is literally a 1-point game, barring if Cooper and Zemi don't got elims, as Moxie lands a good shot onto Ozzy, but it's Peterbot the one you have to worry about. He dives straight in, gets the elimination.
He might even shift his focus towards Savage's duo mate. Locky, he's got to stay closer to where Savage is at. Peterbot from overhead. Peterbot cracks Savage's shield entirely. Peterbot knocks Savage, and that's just another elimination added up.
Clix and Lacey to start to get aggressive, but they're just waiting to catch somebody off guard. A nice maybe 200 damage, and it's Ozzy the ones that looks like they're gonna pounce on him first. Peterbot already made his way on out, and now he's gonna be by himself.
Cammy gonna be the only one left standing now at that duo, and Thomas with that Mammoth Pistol trying to see if he can take somebody else's head off.
This is where you really have to be careful and thoughtful of your shockwaves and your crash pads, because someone just like this is gonna deal so much damage just like that. Queasy just gets deleted out of the sky, and their chances for high ground go out the window, because it looks like it's Thomas HD and Somerset's turn to claim it as their own.
And Thomas all too happy to take over, but that's where things went south for Jacob. Reason, Faxity to the high ground. Reason, Faxity seem like they want to be the ones to take over height. The challenge is a success. They're now on top. Typical Gamers stuck in the mid-ground. Everybody getting trapped inside the castle here at Fort Crumpet, and Typical Gamer will fall.
There might have been over 4 million different timelines looking through, but this might be the one where Faxity, a late entrant into the competition, could come out, but he's having a couple of hiccups from up, down, left, right. His HP's out the window, but Cooper staggering himself back. His only chance was left of the Chug Jug. He has to figure out a way in because he's the only solo left versus Seti and Daya. Faxity and Reason, the 2 strong duos, but they run into Cooper. He goes down. Reason is the one that's firing down from above. Hail and Brimstone with that red eye.
God! Faxity and Reason, they just need to close it. Reason gets the final blow, and Seti and Daya. For though, Bugha gonna temporarily prevent Peterbot from outright killing Savage, but Peterbot, he has other plans in mind. He's looking for that fight regardless. Savage just trying to keep this wall closed off long enough, but Pete already immediately looking to take it. Savage scrambling, ducking every which way, but Savage, he just can't get the return blow he needs. Savage is gonna fall, and Peterbot's gonna let him know know what's up. Throughout the course of our lobbies today, 54 points going into this one. Alex brought to his end. Only temporarily though, but it looks like Gone and Flakes have had enough. They are sick of the off-spawn fight.
They're gonna need a monster last game. I'm talking 20, maybe 25 elims and the win. What a way to start it off. Bush to bush, box to box is Seti. Hey, this is looking like a bad opportunity there for Cypher PK, fresh off the reload. Really go loot for it and maybe drop what he has. But you're seeing how Cooper went down into the first place. The players are now getting closer and closer here toward the end game where our final three could face off.
But that elimination that Cooper just got onto Queasy, that might just be enough time. Cooper doing what he can to try and see if there's any spare heals that he might be able to find back. So, but Peterbot takes out Seti. Seti and Daya, they're no longer in the conversation for first time here to bring this one home.
He needs placement. He needs eliminations. It's his chance to put up some big numbers here in the final game of the day. But he finds himself in a 1v1, v2 situation here for our final three players left in the game. And the duo, EU's finest, Podesai and Nikov, going against Gone. That's the solo player who shockwaves towards the top, tries to fire a shot as he drops down low. Cooper's just letting them handle things. He said free placement, I don't mind.
Cooper, he might be looking to even try and send somebody back into the storm. He's got 5 shockwaves. He can buy himself a little bit of time. He's going to go straight up. He's going to throw that shockwave out, but it's not going to connect. Podesai going to get chopped out because of Cooper sending himself up with the shockwave, but Cooper, he's just stuck between all of France here. Podesai and mine, the Gentlemate's victory in Game 6 here, but the damage has been done. Cooper falling what he did. Your FNCS 2025 Pro-Am champions are decided. Peterbot and Oxyantics.
One full day of competition, Taco.